Good afternoon, my dear student. I hope everyone is well. Today, I shall discuss about natural resources. So, what do you mean by the term resources? Resource is an asset which may or may not be material and can be utilized to meet the needs of the individual or the society as a whole in a given space of time. Then classification of resources. Generally, resources are classified by two groups. One is renewable resources, another is non-renewable resources. And this flowchart indicate the classification of resources. Then I discuss about each type of resources on the next page. First, renewable resources. Renewable resources are those which after use can be renewed or replaced after a short period of time. Example: solar energy, air, wind, water, soil, plants, geothermal energy, hydraulic energy, etc. So these are the example of renewable resources. On the other hand, non-renewable resources are those which after use cannot be renewed or recycled even after a long period of time. Such resources are available only in finite quantities, such as example fossil fuel like coal, petrol, diesel, kerosene, minerals, foods, and land also. Coal, petroleum product, diesel, LPG, etc. They are the fossil fuels. There are some mineral resources such as granite, marble, limestone, which are used for various construction purposes. Some metallic resources such as iron, aluminum, zinc, copper, tin, which are used in domestic as well as industrial purpose. Diamond, ruby, purple, etc. are used in making ornaments. One important thing is that there are some environmental effects also, or some environmental effects can happen from the extraction of these metal from their ores, and the causes land pollution, air pollution, soil pollution, water pollution, etc. So there are some natural resources, and we can elaborately learn about these type of resources. First, water resources. Water occupies near about 71% of Earth's surface, but only 3% of these are fresh water. Out of this 3% water, fresh water, Only 2% water are available from the melting of polar ice cap, and 1% fresh water are available from river, lake, and underground water. But unfortunately, due to the overpopulation size, the availability of fresh water gradually decreases due to some unscientific human activities. On the other hand, a huge amount of water is required for the industrial purpose, domestic purpose, and agricultural purpose also. We can produce energy from tidal pools, dam, stream, etc. Next, forest. Next, forest resources. About 23% of the total land area in India is occupied by forest, which is near about 67,833 square kilometers. Forests are biotic component that include trees, shrubs, and wood, etc., which are used for the human activities. Uses of forest are: number one, timber, cheap economic product used to make furniture, building material, etc. Food, forest provided fruits, leaves, roots of plant, and also meat of forest animal, etc. Fuel, forest provided fuel such as wood, which are used for domestic and industrial purpose. Shelter, it provided shelter for birds, reptiles, mammals, insects, etc. It also provided paper and some products such as honey, wax, gum, medicine, drugs, spices, etc. Forests also help us for the reconstruction or recharge the groundwater by attracting the heavy rainfall. It prevents our soil by their massive root system. It reduces the greenhouse effect by absorbing the greenhouse gases by the help of their leaves. And lastly, it filters the atmospheric air and it controls our climate. So these are the role of forest resources. And last, land resources. There are some factors which makes the land as a non-renewable resources. These are due to cutting of forest and overgrazing of grasses, the agricultural land turns into wasteland. Number two, due to excess irrigation, water logging, and salinity of soil take place. And last, due to dumping of industrial waste, domestic waste, or nuclear waste on the land. Land degradation also happen due to the overpopulation, increasing the food demand. Farmland is used more and more amount to produce the more crop, supply the need of the food, etc. So thank you everybody. So end of my lecture.